You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, I guess Bubba Wallace figures if he can't win a race, he might as well just throw a party. And it seems like maybe, from what I'm reading here, this is a predominantly black-only party. Am I to read this right? That NASCAR is actually involved with a NASCAR block party, they're calling it? Bubba's Block Party. That's right. It's aimed, they're inviting like predominantly black-owned businesses and food trucks. I guess if you're white and you own a food truck business, you need not apply to Bubba's Block Party. Wow, this is crazy because it seems that Bubba Wallace is looking to possibly try to segregate this country a little bit more. NASCAR, you're all up in this? Is that right? This is interesting. Wow, this is WTVR. This is out in Richmond. Why Bubba Wallace is throwing NASCAR's block party at Richmond Raceway. A slow start to the NASCAR Cup Series season, 2 crashes and an engine failure through 6 races. Let's not forget a total and complete meltdown. That's right, at the Echo Park Grand Prix this past weekend where he said maybe he should quit. A lot of NASCAR fans, don't let the car door hit you in the ass fast enough on the way out, Bubba. Has Bubba Wallace looking internally for the steadiness he needs to pull himself out of this early slump? Pull as in fake garage pull rope? Is that noose? What? I don't know. It was his mother who encouraged Wallace to do some self-reflection. Yeah, I'm taking shots at Bubba Wallace. I sure am, guys. Quote, "It's day by day, right? Just to be a better version of myself," Wallace told the AP this week. "My mom had said to me, you know, if you want to change, you've got to change yourself. So I'm just trying to change myself and be more active, working out, eating better, just trying to have a better mindset so Richmond should be good for us." Yes, Wallace and NASCAR head to Richmond Raceway for a Sunday short track race at a venue that has not been one of Wallace's stronger tracks. Has any of them exactly been a strong track for Bubba? I'm wondering. His career best finish at Richmond was 12th in 2019 when he drove for Richard Petty. He was 13th last fall in his new 23XI racing ride. But this weekend represents more to Wallace than a chance to show how far 23XI has come since its 2021 launch. The two-car team celebrated its first win of the season last week with Tyler Reddick at the Circuit of the Americas, qualified 3 cars for the season-opening Daytona 500. Wallace will use Richmond, a rare NASCAR stop, at a facility located in a fairly urban area for his second annual Bubba's Block Party. The free Friday night event is a community-focused NASCAR initiative aimed at bringing awareness, access, and engagement to the sport within the black community. Wow, okay. So are whites not allowed to this? Is that what we're saying? I mean, surely that cannot really be what's happening here. I'm sure of it, right? Or just the insinuation is very heavy. If you're white, you need not apply or come to this block party. Is that what I'm gathering? The food truck village will feature black-owned businesses, and there will be live entertainment, including iRacing, video games, and live pit stop demonstration by Wallace's Toyota crew. Wallace will host a, quote, fireside chat to discuss both his career and his intention on promoting diversity and inclusion across the sport. Bubba's Woke Block Party. Wallace, who is from Alabama, in 2020 successfully called on NASCAR to ban the Confederate flag at its event. He is the only full-time black driver at NASCAR's top level. Quote, Richmond is at the heart of the minority market, diverse market, and I feel like a lot of people don't show up at the racetrack, Wallace said. I wanted to provide an environment that a Friday night cookout type style vibes at a racetrack, get them out and encourage them to come out and cheer on their favorite driver. It don't even have to be me. I think just getting them to feel welcome to walk in their own shoe, be comfortable in their own skin, and have a great time just like they would to go to an NBA and NFL game, I think that's important. We have to make our markets feel just as welcoming as others. It might be really welcoming if everybody was invited. Bubba's block party was born after a national social justice reckoning in 2020 that thrust Wallace into the spotlight on issues he was still only just the beginning. He's not been shy to his platform, but it's come with detractors and scrutiny, including a noose found in his Talladega Super Speedway garage stall after his call for banning of the Confederate flag. Do you see what this television station irresponsibly just said? The FBI determined it was not a noose. It was a garage pull rope. The FBI ruled the garage pull was indeed fashioned as a noose, but that it was a coincidence. It was in Wallace's stall, and he was not the victim of a hate crime. Guys, it was shaped in a handle that you pull down. It was much too small to be a noose. Anybody that's been around a racetrack or garage has seen a garage pull rope that looked exactly like the one Wallace was talking about. It was absurd. Detractors, including then President Donald Trump, falsely accused Wallace of orchestrating the event. Falsely? Really? But it was that year that sparked an urge to Wallace to demand change in a predominantly white Southern sport. Quote, our sport has changed for the better. We removed the Confederate flag, and I felt like a lot of people from a diverse background, minority background, started tuning in, Wallace said. They tune in enough to where they actually come out, and I've had numerous people in the last 2 years say, hey, man, I'm here because of what you've done. That's powerful. I think I've been able to show face and to get back to the community that have stood up and supported me is super important. I've never been to a single racetrack that did not allow minorities to show up and enjoy themselves. Not a single one. After the party, it's back to focusing on racing, where Wallace is coming off back-to-back disappointments. He spun without contact from anyone else 2 weeks ago at Atlanta on the 10th lap, hit the wall and finished 27th at COTA. He showed early speed but was involved in an early crash. A 37th place finish. Wallace seemed defeated in his post-incident interview. Trying my hardest not to go down a slippery slope of self-doubt here. 2 weeks in a row making rookie mistakes. 6 years in the Cup. I need to be replaced, or he needs to be replaced. Maybe. His mom gave him encouragement to stop wallowing in self-doubt. The block party sends him to Richmond with a bigger mission than anything he's done on the track. I cannot get over what this television station, a local television station, I'm assuming, CBS 6, just said. The FBI ruled it a garage pull. Indeed fashioned like a noose. It had a handle on it. Wow. Unbelievable that we're still doing that false narrative all these years later since I called it out in a video. Wow. Unbelievable. That's where we are. So, I guess if you're in Richmond, you can go to Bubba's block party provided you're black. I mean, it didn't say blacks only. It just made a point to heavily insinuate you're probably not welcome there if you're any other color but black. Mexican, forget it. Mexican American, forget it. You're not going there, man. No. Unbelievable. That is absolutely crazy. So, there we are. Bubba Wallace's social justice party going on in Richmond this weekend. I've never met I've never been to a single racing event anywhere that would even begin to lead you down the road that anybody of any other ethnicity or color or race or anything was not allowed to be there long before Bubba Wallace. But he wouldn't lead you to believe that, would he? Of course he wouldn't. Is his Black Lives Matter racing car going to be out there? Just wondering. Wow. Unbelievable. This guy has done more damage to racing. I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of fans that have checked in on videos that said, I've been done with the sport ever since his little stunt. And the fact that NASCAR wrapped their loving arms around his little, as it's known here, garage pool noose hoax. Wow. Bubba Smollett in the hizzy. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.